Hi YouTube, happy Sunday. Today we're not gonna do a tier list, but we're gonna have some gameplay instead. I have here a very cool looking Death Knight deck. It's not Frost, it's not Blood, but it's Unholy. I think Unholy Death Knight is probably pretty good on ladder right now. Plus one advantage, the games will go really fast. So if you want to go to Legend fast or you want to climb some ranks fast, without losing any time, I think this is a good deck for you. It's a board-based Death Knight, so you want to be playing a lot of minions on your board, and then in the mid game you want to buff them with Grave Strength and kill your opponent, basically. So you always want to have some minions on board and push that damage phase. Like for the Mulligan, I think we should keep Arm Stealer, like probably always. Body Bagger is a good one, Egg is good. Like maybe all of the one drops except for the side gig if you don't have anything else. I don't really like keeping this alone. The Battlefield Necromancer is a good one as well. Especially if you can coin it with like not coin it, combo it with Body Bagger on one, you insta gain a corpse, then you play this one on turn two, and you instantly get a 1/3 taunt as well. So that makes it harder for your opponent to trade your minions. In some matchups, you might want to keep Plague Strike in your hand. Like if you're playing for board, this is a very good way. Like you deal 3 damage to a minion. If that kills it, which it usually does in the early game, it summons a 2/2 zombie with Rush. So you can like take an additional trade or just have a 2/2 on the board. It's pretty strong. What else do you want to keep in your mulligan? You want to keep the Hog Strider probably always, but especially on the coin. Because if you coin this out on turn 2, there's not many decks that can deal with it. And if this sticks on the board, you'll have a very strong turn the turn after. Because every minion you play will get buffed +1/+1 and gets Death Rattle summon a 1/1. So that's very good to like get a sticky board. Because you want to have that board. You want to buff it with the Grave Strength and go for lethal, as I already said. Lord Marugar, a very powerful finisher. It will raise all of your corpses as 1/1 minions with taunt. And if you have that many corpses that it can't fit the board, it buffs the other minions that you have with Rush +2/+2, so you can take some trades. You can have like really big boards with this one, and not all decks can deal with it. So like in the late game, if you like kind of running out of options, this can still make you win the game anyway. Okay, now let's just queue some games, see how it goes on ladder. It's a new season. Yesterday ladder reset. I haven't played a lot of games yet, so I'm still in lower ranks at the moment as well. So let's see if we can just climb during this video, if the deck is good enough to just like get a win streak or something real fast. And hopefully get us to legend today or tomorrow at the latest. Okay, we have a game. First game. Oh, it's a Death Knight mirror. Now, you don't really want to queue into control decks because they'll have tools to deal with your board like always. Like remove it, remove it, remove it, and you're not gonna find lethal without a good board presence. So if this is a blood DK, it can be tricky. But we have a decent curve here. We can go maybe just Arm Stealer on 1 into Coin Hog Strider on turn 2 and hope it sticks. We have a lot of good stuff here, so that's cool. We don't know yet. It's not a Ranatal deck, so it could still be Blood DK, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, let's play this one out. I think we'll find out soon enough which archetype they are. I haven't done anything yet. That could be Frost. It could be Blood, but I don't think it's Unholy because they would have played a minion here, I suppose. Okay, so if this Hog Strider sticks, we can play 2 minions. So we can either play the 2-drop and a 1-drop. Oh, this is a Blood DK, so it's a bit tricky. We kind of want to protect our Rancher, so what we can do is Hero Power, Sidekick the Hero Power, and just trade this one off. So our Hog Strider doesn't die to this spell. To the minion, I mean to the poisonous. They might still have discovered a spell to deal with it, but at the moment, I think it might be still fine. This is fine. We can kill something off and go Vizier and get a spell. Next turn, depending on what the spell is, we could also play the body bag or gain an extra corpse. Sidekick. If we sidekick this one, we have a free trade, and then we can go Nerubian. We're also making a sticky board here because of the death rattles. We're gonna need a grave strength or something. Glacial is extra damage, so I think we should go for that one now. And we hit. Also, if they clear this board, it infuses the Sylvana. So if they play like a Gnome Muncher or something, or a bigger minion, we can just steal it away and get it on our own board. Okay. They are not doing a lot yet. We still have 10 damage on the board. 11 with this. 15. We're getting closer to lethal. We're not quite there yet. But getting there. This one. Easy to play. Clears the minion. And we're just gonna hit the face. We don't really care about taking 2 damage here. And go like this. And we have a very sticky board here. We have 15 attack plus 4 damage from the spell is 19 plus 1 here from the hero power is 20. What are they going to do? Clearing 1 off. Vizier maybe? Blood. Okay, so they get plus 10 health here. That means we don't have lethal yet. Unless we top that grave strength. Oh, no. That is a lot of health. A lot of health and card draw. Grave strength is not lethal anymore. Marrowgar gonna be good for later, not now especially. Okay, let's trade some stuff in, I think. I want to clear the minions so they don't have anything on board that might help them deal with Hog Strider, because for as long as this is on the board, it's like extra damage. It gives us death rattles as well. Top deck grave strength is lethal here. 68. Still get a 1/1. Death strike. Okay, so they are healing back to 30. This is not something we want, so let's go draw some cards. Armguard, Trog. Grave Strength is here as well. So if they don't clear the board here, maybe it's okay. We could already play this. No, we can keep it for next turn. I think that's okay. So we don't have to yet. So we don't show them that we might be pushing for lethal. They could go Blood Boil here. Which would clear 3 minions, but we'd get a 1/1 after. So they would just heal for 14, but we might still have lethal with Grave Strength if that's all they do. Let's see. We also have the Marrowgar, but this is the turn where they can go Soul Stealer also. But if they go Soul Stealer, we have lethal because of the death rattles. So it's kind of gonna depend on if they heal or just go for a board clear. This is 4 damage, 5 damage, plus we get 3 times, it's 15, so that's already lethal, and we have 4. Oh, maybe they have some additional thing, okay. It might still be lethal, I'm not sure, I'm not counting it yet. So 3, 4 damage, plus... Yeah, that's definitely enough. No, it's not. We're actually 1 off. But I think we should push it anyway. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. It is lethal. I didn't actually count it properly, guys. My instinct at first was, yes, this is lethal, right? Because we have +3 on every minion, so it's +12 attack. We had already 4, plus we had 4 damage in hand, so we're gonna need to count a bit more. But here we actually faced a bad matchup, I'd say. This is not a matchup I want to face. But we still managed to get there like quite easily. Okay, let's queue 1 or 2 more, because 1 game is obviously like not enough to show you how the deck really works. I think this is a really fun deck to play. It's interesting, and your decisions do matter quite a bit. It's a board-based deck. You need to think about, like, am I gonna trade? Am I gonna go face? Which minion is better in what situation and things like that. So it's not like you just go face all the time and you just try to win like that. That's not really how you're supposed to be doing it. But let's see in the next game. I would like to face maybe a rogue or something, because like both Thief Rogue and Miracle Rogue are really, really popular on ladder at the moment. And I haven't played against them yet. So I'd want to see. I would imagine that the deck is quite good against it. But I haven't actually tried it, so I would like to do that. Okay, we have a game here against Druid. Druid is a bit tricky because we might have a big board in the early game, but once they ramp a little bit, they can go a lingering zombie and spammy, and that's a full board clear and a lot of times. So I think it can be tough if we don't manage to keep the board, if they go spammy on our minions. It's probably a quest druid. I don't imagine it being anything else. It is. Couple things we could do here. We could go like for a bigger board, because we don't have corpses yet, so this isn't gonna summon anything. But if we go for this, for example, we go a bit more wide on the board. It's a bit more threatening. This is already 6 damage on board here. 8 if we hero power next turn. Okay, nothing died yet, so I don't think we should play the necromancers yet. I mean, we could, but it will not summon anything. It'll just give us an extra minion on the board. I suppose they'll go for a clear anyway, like pretty soon, because if they don't have anything here, they're gonna take too much damage and just die. Next turn we could go for the Swarm Guard. Wow, oh, they actually still don't clear. And we have a Grave Strength. We don't have corpses yet, but it can give all our minions +1 attack, which actually might be fine too. And I can clear this and get an extra minion. Let's go for it. If they don't clear here, it's not looking good for them, right? We have 14 damage on the board, plus this will give +1 attack to all of the minions. Oh, here we go. I thought so. Like, they could... If they had spammy, there was no spammy here because there was nothing at 1 HP. So they needed that other minion with it as well. And looks like they didn't. Okay, let's queue 1 more game, the last one. We already won 2 of them. I think if we can win the next one, maybe I'll be able to convince you guys to try this deck. I think it's like not very popular on ladder for some reason, even though it's a very good deck, I think. I hardly ever face it. Okay, facing a warrior. Okay, I did not expect that at all. I'm sorry. Like, haven't seen a lot of warriors these days. I might want to keep the Plague Strike. I'm even thinking about keeping the Sylvanas, because if this is Enrage Warrior, they might make like a really big minion. And we can start infusing the Sylvanas already. We have a turn 1 play, we have a turn 2. We'll get some corpses, and then maybe on turn 6 we can just steal something. Oh wait, this is actually a Control Warrior? I'd say this is not Enraged with Renathal. Okay, this is Control. I can't believe we queued into a Control Warrior, guys. That's kind of crazy. Unfortunately, this might actually be a bad matchup, like depending on if they draw their board clears. We can push a lot of damage, so a bit of armor isn't a big problem. I think we go for this already, get a good spell. Damage or asphyxiate. They might play taunts and asphyxiate can help us dealing with that. Okay, that's fine. That's kind of slow. Egg. Okay, let's go for the egg and just hero power and face, removing the armor a little bit. Okay. We can clear that. Not sure we have to. Oh, but the sidekick's actually going to help us clearing it. Can do this. I don't mind trading a bit here. Because it also helps us infusing the Sylvanas. But maybe at some point we'll be able to yoink a big minion from them. Axe, okay. So they're trading. They could trade into the egg if they have a board clear. If they don't, they might just want to keep it like this until they do, because if they proc it and they can't clear it, they're gonna take 3 more damage anyway. Man, the cannons. Deal 3. Oh, that's not bad. Actually clearing the board a bit here. And drawing cards. But Sylvanas is almost ready now. Let's go this. And I don't think we proc the egg yet, so maybe we just do it on this minion. Sylvanas is ready, so whenever they play something big, we'll be ready to yoink it. We also have a lot of corpses, so the grave strength is active. Gives us +3 attack. I don't think our board is big enough yet. Coin is 7. It could be Rokara, maybe? No, okay. Just making some room in their hand to draw 3 cards. What can they... What would you want to play? Maybe just set up another weapon or play some armor cards here. If they play a minion, we'll take it. Yeah, I don't think we want to take this one though. That's a bit of a bad one to steal. They just drew a weapon. I think we just ignore this minion. Buckler. Okay, so they just use a buckler to take less damage. Don't know if that is necessary. And maybe we asphyxiate already. We get the taunt. So now we are a bit wide on board. And we, like, if they play a big minion, we don't insta need to asphyxiate because we can just steal it. But now we have a bigger board, and if they don't trade it, maybe it can be threatening lethal again. Okay. We still have some board here. I don't think we want to steal this one either, but can we actually draw 3? I think we can draw 3 cards here by doing this on it, and then go famished full. Okay, and now we just have to kill this one off. And we have this one infused, and we draw 3 cards. Wasn't the cleanest turn, but at least we got some card draw, and I think that's important because our hand isn't really doing much. But the amalgams are good too, because we can discover some more undead minions. Or a beast if we want to. If the Blightfang stakes, we can also go for beast. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Maybe they thought there would be like a Marrowgar or something and they could brawl it. Not my Sylvanas. No! That's a bit unlucky. Okay, so they are going for a brawl, I suppose. Snowed in, okay. Not bad for them, I think, but we can still go with our plan and go amalgam and get an undead, I think. I don't think we need a beast. I think undead's gonna be better for us. They're still quite low. 22 is like very lethal range with Grave Strength. Shield block, okay. We're gonna board lock ourselves if we play this one, so I think we just go amalgam, get an undead. This one? Because we don't have the Sylvanas anymore to yoink the big stuff. But I'm pretty sure at some point there's gonna have to be a brawl or something. I don't think there's no board clears there. But obviously we're praying for no board clears because that would be lethal. This game is a bit sad. I don't know how I managed to queue into a control warrior, honestly, but here we are. Okay, that was the board clear. We're gonna maybe just eat this minion at the end of the turn, and then they'll have to deal with it again. Like nom nom and play this. Trying to build another board. They're still not really armoring up that much, so we're not close to dying either. Flam, drawing cards. Killing that one off. They need to deal with the 610 though. Maybe if they have shield flam that could work. Yes, okay. So this one's out. Thatch. They have so much draw. I think this game is not gonna be a win, but I do hope that the 2 previous games, the quick ones, the good ones, inspired you to try the deck out. Okay, I'm just gonna build another board here. Clear this, play everything we have here except for the Grave Strength. And another chance, baby. We can also still top deck Marrowgar. They have to deal with it. There's still school teachers as well. There is a Nerubian Vizier that could help us, but I think because our hand is so empty and they have so many options in their hands. Yeah, this is our Grave Strength out, and they'll probably just give us like some useless card. So we won't be able to win this game, but we won the previous 2 games, which I think is enough. You don't need more, right? Okay, they gave us that one. Okay, school teacher for the win. What can we get? Howling maybe, and it's not great, but it's something. We just like freeze one of the minions so we don't take too much damage. They have maybe not a full clear. I think we can wait for 1 or 2 more turns to see what our top decks are, but after that we just have to leave because there's no point. Like here we have to top deck Marrowgar, and if we don't top deck it's over. Because we can't take this damage again, obviously. That would just mean we die, okay. I mean, maybe we're not dead. 1 more chance. Spooters can save us, maybe. More armor. Okay, well, let's see. Remorseless Winter. Deal 2 damage. Draw a card. I think we need to draw a card, but is it gonna make us win? Probably not. They have 13 on the board, so 1 off actually. See. Surely. Oh, they have Grey Strength. Never mind. It's always lethal. Yeah. They kill us with our own card. But anyway, guys, this game was a bit unfortunate because I said we don't want to queue into control decks, and for some reason we queued into a Blood DK and a Control Warrior, which are really not that popular on my ladder. Warrior especially is not. But we still managed to win 2 out of the 3 games, which hopefully will convince you to give this deck a try. I will post the deck list in the description. And as always, if you enjoyed the content, please press the like button, subscribe button, support the channel. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day. See you tomorrow.